Hello, so I've got this mask out again, and I've actually bought some proper 3M P3 filters for it, so we can actually test it. So as you can see there, P3R. Now, before I get on with this, some people for some reason think it's amusing to go, oh, when you say P3 it sounds like you're saying P3. Yeah, well, unless you are living under a rock, you'll realise that when you actually pronounce words and numbers, they actually don't sound exactly like a letter. So, what do you want me to say? Papa number after 2 for P3. It's literally pronounced P3. That's how it's pronounced. Free and P. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? Anyway, let's get on with this. So, as you remember, I said that this mask itself looks okay, but it came with really dodgy filters. Obviously, I chucked in the bin. So now what I'm going to do is actually try to put some proper 3M filters on it and see if the mask's any good. Now, some people did actually tell me ways I could try and pressurise the mask, so what I'm going to do is attempt that with these filters. So, let's get them out. So, as you can see, these are just typical particulate level 3 filters. I thought I'd try these rather than my plastic case filters. Now, an interesting thing is that people did show me how you're meant to pressure check using the plastic case filters. I did try and do that, not filming it. I couldn't get it to work properly anyway. With my other 3M mask, I know definitely works properly. So as I said, normally with the 3M masks, the only good way of doing it is just to do a negative pressure check. So let's try and get these on, and as usual, 3M filters are really fiddly to put on. Now, I hope that's on properly. The problem is, you see, this bit spins around on here when you're actually trying to do it, so it's not the greatest thing in the world to try and fit these filters. I think that one's fitted properly. Now I'll fit the other one, and I need to do that with the straps of the mask out the way, which again isn't as easy as it would look. So okay, I think that's both of them on. With these, it won't matter which way round the writing's facing, as long as it's facing that way, because I'm sure if you're really obsessive compulsive about it, you could have you know, the writing the exact same way round on both filters. I don't care, because it will do its job. So let's put it on and see if we can do some sort of pressure check with it now. So do that like that. Oh no, this is the one with the weird thing, wasn't it, on it? There we go. Right, that's around there like that. Put it onto my nose and pull that over. There we go. I might need to adjust the strap tightness a bit, I'm not sure, which is done weirdly through the front on this mask. Okay, that looks about ready to roll. Yeah, I think this mask does pressurise, but as I said, you can't really test it properly with 3M masks. It's a bit of a design flaw. And yes, I did watch the video and I've tested it, and as I was saying, with my other proper 3M mask, it still was a bit silly. So these are annoying, how they're kind of just always in the way there. Can I tuck them around like that? Yes, I can. So I'm pretty sure the mask is working, but as said, the issue is you can't properly pressure check these. I'm pretty sure it is working, because if I block the exhale valve and breathe out, obviously it does seem to do it. So yeah, this mask is fairly comfortable. Now I'm trying to think, is there any way I can actually do a test of this with only particulate filters on? And what I'm going to do is, if you remember from the other video where I did the test using the Brute deodorant with the particulate filters to prove that most aerosols are actually organic vapour, not particulate, the Brute was the only one where part of the smell was hidden by the P3 filter. So what I'm just going to do is spray a bit into the air, and then what I'll do is see how much of it I can smell, and then when I break the seal, see if I can smell additional smells. It's not that scientific, but you know, it's better than nothing. So at the moment I can just about smell it. Right, let's break the seal. Yeah, it smells stronger. So As I said, that is not scientific at all. You can't really test particulate filters properly because, as I said, if I was to get out the organic vapour, my banana oil isomyl acetate, the issue with this is that I can smell that straight through the filters for the simple reason that these filters are not designed to block this. So, you know, don't start saying to people use this on particulate filters like some people suggest, because you can't actually test particulate filters that way. Because obviously particulate filters block particles, not vapour. So I don't want to keep going over that, but that's sort of an important point for this video. And I'm also aware that when I try and do the pressure check like that, it looks a bit like Edward Munch's The Scream. Now, there is one way I might actually be able to pressure check that, so I want to test this now. So let's try and take these filters off, see if they come off easily. Yep, that's one off. Let's do the other one. This is what I hate with the little 3M masks, is the masks turn too much when you actually try and do that with the filters. So, okay, I've got that off now. So what I'm going to see if I can do is find two plastic things that I can use to block each side. Now I'm aware I could probably use some sort of duct tape or something, but you know, that's not too scientific. So I wonder, can I use... No, they wouldn't work. Right, I'll be back in a minute because I've got an idea of what I could use. Behold, I have two plastic measuring cups. Now my idea is, can I get them on both sides over the sort of bayonet thing? I'm not sure still, can I actually get those completely tight onto there? Because I reckon they're slightly too big to the point where they sort of go onto the other bits. So let's just try that some more. I mean, it's definitely trying to pressurise, isn't it? But there's still airflow coming into the mask, so, you know, again, this test doesn't seem to work with it. So I really don't know how I can actually pressure check this mask, because it seems that no matter what I do, there will always be airflow. Maybe I will just get some tape and stick over there just to check it out, see if that makes a difference. Right, I really don't know what to think now, because as you can see, I've stuck tape over the holes on both sides, and I can still breathe. But I have no idea where the air's coming in. It's not coming in through the exhale valve. Maybe it's coming through the sides of the mask, so let's tighten the mask some more. Still coming in. I really can't work it out. As you can see, doesn't seem to be doing much, does it? So let's pull the tape off. It's like the air comes in through somewhere else. Now there are these rubber valves around here. You know, it's making me feel lightheaded through hyperventilating, but clearly air leaks into this mask from somewhere around the side and I can't work out where it is. Is it here, where those seals are? I really don't know. So, you know, I can't answer why this mask doesn't ever seem to pressurise properly. Now, would it still work? I don't know. I wouldn't really want to trust it considering all this. But without organic vapour filters, I can't really do a proper pressure check. So, you know, it's quite annoying that it seems no matter what I do with the straps on this mask, I can never seem to, you know, get it to pressurise. So, this has been another pointless video, because all it's been is me, you know... Where did I put those filters? Well, they've fallen down here. At least one has. I don't know where the other one's gone. So again, this is kind of in a pointless video, I'm sorry, but this mask, I don't know if it's working or not, and I'm not buying 3M organic vapour filters just to test it. So can I put those on when I've got the mask on? I have to take the bloody thing off again. Yeah, because what I can't work out is if air does leak into this mask where have it on, where is it doing it? Because you know, looking at the assembly for the mask, there's nowhere in theory it could be leaking in. So I'm really confused by this. Where is it leaking in if it's leaking? Very odd. As I said, without buying organic vapour filters, there's no real way of testing it. So yeah, I'm afraid, again, this mask is very inconclusive on my video. I mean, I'm not super impressed by the fact that, you know, when I've got it on, that I can't really pressure check it. That's a bit worrying, isn't it? But again, as I said, there's no way I can actually do it. And of course that filter's totally vanished now. I have no idea where the other filter's gone, so isn't that brilliant? Right, I managed to find this. It had rolled along the floor and picked up cobwebs, so let's just pop this one onto the other side again. As I said, apologies for this video because it's pretty inconclusive, isn't it? This mask is nothing but a disappointment, really. You sort of try and demonstrate it on a video and to find out you can't. Oh look, this is coming off. That's great, that's another thing going wrong with this. I'll just push that back on like that. Yeah, it seems to be back on. But yeah, it's not a great clip-on thing. There. Let's just try, for the sake of being OCD, putting these filters on both the right way up. Look, there we go. Wow, it says 3M both ways up with the writing. Oh wait, no, that one's definitely not in the angle I thought it was. Wait, is it? Oh, it's because it says 3M on both ends. Well, that's confusing. Oh, I have done it. I need the booklet facing. Oh, look at that. The amount of hours of amusement you can get with one of these filters. So I want the booklet facing up on both sides, do I? Okay. Let's turn it. These filters sound like they're going to rip every time I do it. But even then, you still can't really get it exactly even, because it's not even printed directly on the same place on each filter. So sorry to disappoint you if you have obsessive compulsive disorder. Let's just try one more time in case the gods smile and I'm able to pressure check it. But as I said, I think what I'm just going to simply have to do with this filter is, this mask, is just wait till I'm around dust that's not really harmful, just irritating, then try it on with these proper 3M filters and see if I have any luck. So that's what I'm going to have to do. So, I mean, I guess it is pressure checking, but I don't really know. Definitely seems to negative pressure check, alright, so I guess it is fine, it's just a bit, you know, not great. So you've got these long bits, I guess you can tuck down there, but they're just irritating. Yeah, it's just annoying, all these little bits on this mask that sort of get in the way. So, there you go. I need to loosen that now, that's uncomfortably tight, but Chinese 3M copy mask, is it any good? I don't really know. Like I said, I can't test it because they always give you those crap Chinese filters that never work. But I mean, for what it is, it seems alright, but I mean, it would offer you definitely better protection than one of those crap normal dust masks, but I personally would probably just spend the £10 more and go with an actual 3M one because I trust it more. And if you're really interested, because people have been asking me this, there are other companies that do, like RD40 half-face masks. I think Scott did one, but I mean, I know Scott doesn't exist anymore, but they're owned by 3M, but they might still make some of the Scott range. So yeah, what I might end up doing is if I see one of those for a sensible price, buy one of the Scott original kind of RD40 masks and test that, because then I can pressure check it properly. And I can also answer, is it really heavy having an RD40 filter kind of weighing down the front of the mask like that? But, yeah. There you go. This mask still, Okay, so a quick update, this isn't conclusive. What I just quickly did was threw a load of lint from a tumble dryer filter into the bin and shook that around. That didn't make me cough or anything, so that was a good sign. And the other thing I did was get some washing powder and kept putting my head near the washing powder basket thing and just pouring it down, because it's quite a fine powder and you can normally smell it, and I could barely smell it, although I think some of that is organic vapour anyway. So that's a good sign, but the good news is if you look on the inside of the mask, there's no dusty stuff inside, which makes me think that the particulate filters have actually caught stuff, so the mask is pressurising properly. Again, I don't know how much I'd trust this, but for nuisance dust this would definitely be fine. I'd still, even for nuisance dust, always want a P3 filter, not a P1 filter, but as said, I think if you're dealing with just irritating dust, this thing would be fine. But for more serious use, I'd definitely consider buying a proper 3M mask. And as said, for really serious things, I would always go with a full face mask and use a combination RD40 filter rather than using a half face mask anyway, personally. But that's just my opinion.